Oh. And now we're not seeing the Akai.
Yeah, VSG might
An Arlet! Bro! They fixed it so fast!
So is that Novaria? Or is have we fixed it or is that Novaria?
I'm pretty sure that is an Arlet ban.
Okay.
VSG is going to be the first pick. KOG second. Expanding Reverse will be the map here. So winning those islands is going to be pretty crucial. And the Turtles, it's going to be pretty fun for one side of the map. Either ways, even though VSG is the first pick here, they are batting out that Zushin. So what will be the priority?
That's interesting, yeah. On blue side, they banned it out.
Could we see a Marcel this time?
Or maybe they just want a damage mid. Like it's like the mid laner's like, bro, give me something like a Farsa.
I think it might be a Claude pick up first, you know, so that it kind of forces KOG to respond to it in a difficult way, right? Because if you pick up Claude, you can't really go for the Eve. You get countered by it, and it can lead to VSG getting both Claude and Eve, and then they can just pick up whatever utility jungle is left. Baksha, Fredrin, both works with the composition of Paquito. It's banned out. Another good shout as well. Could have been a first pick for VSG.
Yeah, some teams are really just confident to pick up the Eve regardless though, but now that we're losing out on a lot of the really good backline Axis EXP laners, that might be really the way to go.
Yeah.
Like, they just might not consider it at all.
The Freya is open too.
Right.
I'm afraid of Freya.
And they banned out the Phobius. That is one of the picks that you would actually take away when you want to go for the Freya in lane.
In Malaysia, we call her Orangila.
Oh no.
She is Orangila.
Orangila. And she gets banned.
Yep, good.
No Freya. So
I don't want to see you.
The Claude option's still there.
All EXP banned, by the way. This might be the new red side meta. You just gotta ban out those EXPs.
I mean, it's jam. That's my goat. XPTR, by the way.
Like, I feel like Paquito and Freya are confirmed-ish. I feel like Freya confirmed 100%. Freya confirmed 100%. The Paquito, like, I think sometimes.
Yeah.
90.
Because it's kind of like you just have to let go so that you can get something back, you know?
If we look at wildcard, it's not even a good pick. 0% win rate.
Wait, was that
Fredrin first pick, by the way. Fredrin.
Huh.
Yeah, Fredrin first pick. So will KOG later on pick up the Boxia just to go for utility going up against utility?
Yeah.
But that also means the Claude is open.
They can go
Eve
Claude
Claude,
Eve. Yeah.
Eve Claude.
I agree.
Yeah.
Claude Eve straight up. The Baksha red 3. Pick it up. They can even just go and gotta flex the jungle a bit if they want, right? That's one thing that Kaizen has in his arsenal, the assassin. So
Yeah.
they technically still go for it.
That was actually maybe this is one of the series where I might have considered to see an assassin come into play, maybe just because it's Mark TZ and Kaizen going up against each other. Oh, it's not gonna be the... Well, this was one of the more common responses to the Fredrin back in the day, so I kind of understand. But was that an Atlas?
That was a Baksha.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Baksha together with a Gord. I like it. This is a very, very good start to the composition for KOG. They're building their front to back, right? Because we did see a Gord earlier today, but it wasn't really utilized by the composition. It was a Gord with a Herrera and a Granger. So you have a good back line, but you don't have any front line. Here, at least you already have a Baksha.
And they took out majority of the threats in the EXP lane. So like the only ones that are probably left out there that could really pose a massive threat to this lineup could be what, the Yujongs or the Lapu.
Right.
Or the Benedettas, if we actually come down to that. And they are still capable of doing that since they have a Fredrin, a utility jungler, so I think that'll enable them to consider a damaged EXP. And what was that they went for?
The Eve and the Atlas is what they went for.
If they have a prior EXP, something like a Yuzong or something, I guess
that's why, because they can afford to, if it's a Fredrin.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, thinking a Claude is going to be pretty good. A Claude +1. Able to deal with the Gord. Not so great going up against the Boxia. Or if they just prefer a Harith. I'm honestly a Claude fan. I'm more for Claude than Harith.
Oh, there
and
you
then
go.
they go for Matilda or Atlas and Eve.
Yeah. Matilda Baksha as well. So
all right.
You had some feelings about this.
Yeah, I did. I feel like, I mean, for the Baksha, you already have enough mobility. You just get mid-prio in mid, then you rotate together with the Baksha.
Maybe it's for the Gord.
Oh, that could be it. That's true. You can go circling Eagle, guiding win the Gord, and you can follow through.
Mr. Gush just turn things around.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to actually gap close against this kind of composition.
It's just to get out.
No, here's the thing. You can go for an EXP or a gold laner as well. Because sometimes they just bring carry forward and somehow the carry gets free and it's still good enough.
Wow, is this going to be an all XP ban?
It might, yeah. They're really respecting JM, and I agree right now.
It's justified.
It's justified, and KOG are going to try their best to leave the Claude open because they can still pick it up red 4. They can pick it away from VSG. And I think they've just done such a good job at denying some picks away from VSG, right? Like even the Gord pick here, it could have been a great combo with the Fredrin. The Lapu gets... Yo, how many... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, man.
Yeah.
What's left? Benedetta.
JM, you ain't playing, man.
Eventually, we'll just go to the tanks. The Alice,
Terizla. And the Sora gets banned out. All right, Jam.
Okay.
Say goodbye to your heroes, bro.
Wait. 5
XP bans, bro.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
6, 7.
No, I was counting.
But like 5 from KOG, VSG 2. What other XP is open right now?
Alice can dive.
Knowing 33 though.
CC.
Yep. And
Yep.
Esmeralda. It's still
Esmeralda.
there. In MSL, I did play it.
In terms of the dives,
That's a lot of crowd control, though.
Hey,
Gotta
yeah.
take that into account.
hey, I mean, as long as your gold laner is super good, and it's
Which we
okay.
don't know yet.
Yeah, I think it'll be wise for
Claude
VSG
is still
to...
open, by the way. For
I was gonna
VSG.
say it would be wise for them to ban Claude, man. Payan.
No, I think this is an ego thing. It's like, oh, you trying to ban all the XP? Well, we can play your game.
Yeah, Uranus gets banned out.
Imagine if KOG doesn't pick up a Claude here.
That'll be kind of crazy though, right? Because it is Payan's most picked
Yeah.
hero over at MSL Thailand, at least in the playoff stage, and he's done fantastic on it. You can go Purify to deal with the CC. You can just
Yep.
walk through the Eve. Everything fits. But there you go, the
Oh.
CC, yo.
It's kind of like I know this guy or something from years ago.
Holy moly,
Holy
33. He's had quite a long career,
Journey.
a journey.
CC Mathilda.
He's been through a lot of it.
He's been through a lot of it. That is true.
Yeah. So now in terms of VSG, dealing with the CC, not a lot of good picks yet. Still here.
Jam, yeah, Jam can play the Benedetta, I
Yeah.
guess.
All right.
If
That's
you want
the
to carry.
only damage left.
Yeah.
And
If not, then what?
is there a
Terizla?
reason? Is there a reason not to pick up the Claude here? Is that a Suyo?
Oh!
Suyo XP. Oh, God,
Or
JM.
Or Frederick? Oh yeah, probably.
No, they're digging deep. This is a pick that we've actually heard
Yeah,
about
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple of times. Shout out to Kin from Dewa United who actually told me about it, and the carry pickup. That's why they don't care about the Claw. They want this good matchup anyways, and they're trying to build that box.
So why KOG just don't pick up the Claude? I feel like it should.
They
Still, it's like
still-
no, just ego challenge, no?
Okay,
Right?
okay. If they don't want the claw, then what's next?
Obsidia.
I think Moscow is a pretty
Moscow,
okay
yeah.
choice too. Suyo XP. Oof.
Can you use Harv against this one? Going up
Not
Eve
against
is
the carry,
gonna
I
be-
don't think, man.
Yeah.
But then into the E, like Claude is just.
Yeah.
You should.
If you're talking about just the Yi matchup, I agree with the Claude, but then you're going to have to lane against Carvey, an experienced
Just be
player who's done a good job on lane bullies, M5, remember?
Harvey carry.
Yeah. So I think it should still be the Claude, but it could be
Shoutouts.
a Moscow.
That was Coach Jeff.
Coach Jeff, yeah.
He was there when I was held by the police.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he got caught by the police, huh?
He laughed at you.
Yeah, kind of. Either ways, yeah, Harv has been picked up. Quite an interesting draft here. KOG looks like they're just going for their own comforts.
Yeah.
VSG with the Suyo EXP. Now, this is going to be interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be throwing it over to Mirko as well as Brigida to cast this one. VSG going up against KOG. Let's jump in.
They needed a damage XP on JM. 5 bans from KOG towards JM. 3 XP bans from VSG towards 33. And we have a CC and a Suyo.
Yeah,
That's the result.
I'm so glad we're still seeing him pick up an XP laner of his choice. Because I thought, JM, we thought he wasn't able to play anymore. Or I
What's
think
JM stand for?
Yeah, you're right.
John Marl. It's his name, bro.
You know his real name?
Of course, that's my goat. I don't just call people my goats, man. I know stand for Vinuya. I love you, guy.
Yeah, he memorizes the full names of all of his goats.
All right, folks. Here we go. Welcome to the Land of Dawn for game number 3, our third match of the day. It's a best of 1 in this brutal group stage.
Okay. So now we're seeing at least the comforts getting picked up here more so by KOG. And let's see how efficient they are going to be, because considering the heroes that they've picked so far, it still looks very fast rotating. And I think this is a bit of what we were expecting. The Mathilda and the Gord sort of just really working together to make things happen in the early stages of the game. But I think we really want to pay attention to the sides as well. Who's going to win it out? And how big of a role is that going to play into how either of these two teams are going to snowball?
They're talking up here. I got some Akazen early on, trying to go for that mid-prio, poking Boro down just a bit. Fun facts for you. Shoutouts to Kronos. So, JM has played a lot of Suyo games in MEC, in XP, and that was before the nerf. And now you can see it with Master Assassin as well. You get so much prio from your clear. And with the Master Assassin, you actually even win out against the CC. So far so good. Bargain hunters across the board, as we've been seeing on the mid laners.
Yeah, I wonder if that's also like regardless of the matchup that you see. Because right now KOG, they're going to meet here down bottom. Does Kaizen decide to go in though? We'll actually bump into one, and that's going to be JM as the first casualty in this game. Not so good start for VSG, and Kaizen just gets out of there.
A big weakness point of the Suyo is the fact that you are just so easy to kill against magic damage, and KOG's got that, enough of it. Something about the new Mathilda, man. You deal so much damage with the glues, plus the Mystic Projectile, and you have a box shit to deal with. So JM's going to be a little bit more careful. He tried to get the XP grab, and now you can already see him getting poked again. Turtle, though, was not started. Kaizen decides to go on the other side of the map.
Hey, Curtain Call not available, but the real world will be. Dixon lays it down, and they actually secure the first objective after KOG got a kill off of VSG.
Zen. Risky choice, double retreat.
Hey, Martisi trying to block the way, but the Guiding Wind is just gonna keep him safe. You did say the backshot Mathilda was a bit weird, but when he's not rolling, I think it's kind of okay.
I say okay if they want to play it in this way, right? And they've done a pretty good job, actually. KOG, instead of just corralling over the neutral objective, this is what I mentioned about KOG. They're really smart. They know their win conditions, and with the box shit, there's no real reason for you to go 50-50 against a Fredrin. Just go onto the other side of the map, utilize that mobility advantage to get some more XP, to steal some camps. Great retreat too from Kaizen, shows that composure. Yeah. Carvey, as expected, will actually be zoning Payan. He's winning by quite a bit.
Yeah, it's Kaizen doing a majority of the shot calls, and just as I say his name, how did they find Martisi there? Was he attempting a steal?
I believe he was. He just got caught by a Shield Unity, and I think a Mystic Gush. Zed has it on cooldown, so just a pure burst on Mark. He's gonna need a robe real quick.
Yeah, seemed to be a cross-map play supposedly for VSG right there, but KOG have been very quick to react so far, and they have been at least holding their lanes. Looking at Carvey, and even with a death on JM, but KOG will be the next plan. These two utility junglers are really just going at it. Kaizen,
what? Dang!
Doesn't make it in time. The knockback. Fatal Links already committed here. They got a not a kill. Zed is still okay. Flickering from Dixon, but he might have put himself in danger. Kaizen trying to get away from this. No Guiding Wind available anymore. The knock of the energy eruptions. They're keeping him safe. But the Mystic Gush. Martizi's the one to fall.
Oh, that was disastrous for VSG. They didn't know who to target. Everybody went for their own target, and they all got completely outbrawled. Kaizen got away with the Shield Unity. Great escape by Zed with the help of the Guiding Wind. And then the Mystic Gush comes up just on time, and this is the value of the Mathilda. It's not necessarily just that mobility, but the healing you constantly give to your team, and the underrated damage of the just recent buff that you see has gotten KOG a 1,200 gold lead, and it is without a single neutral objective.
Yeah, that really felt like it shouldn't have happened. That team fight took long enough for the Guiding Wind to reset its cooldown. And he was able to survive. Kaizen with a 3-0 stat line in this game. All kills are in his hands. And now we're seeing a turtle fight coming up next. They focus on to Borrow. Circling Eagle. They bump into everyone. Martisi still secures the turtle nonetheless. But there's Payan with the Zaman Force. Forces VSG out.
At least you still have complete control over neutral objective with the Fredrin and the Suyo. You skill 2, skill 1, and then you retreat. But the fights are just going to KOG.
They're so aggressive right now. They're not letting Martisi go. He could not even reshroom his jungling because he's put down very low. JM has to get out of this, but 33! One more hit, but he dashes to safety.
Almost a solo kill there. JM gets away just in time, and the rest of the team, they're trying to find him. He's not there. He's left the premises. It is KOG with a 5-0 lead. Again, no neutral objectives, but they've just been faster than VFG. They've been taking the fights better than VSG as well. And now it's just reacting for VSG. Over, they catch Zed.
Martisi, all alone here, will dash out of it. But yeah, I think that's one of the best ways to put it. How KOG has been playing faster compared to VSG, which is essentially what you really need to expect from them with this kind of lineup. But I think a lot of the miscalculations from VSG just accelerated the pace for KOG as well. The way that we kind of get confused with their targeting shouldn't really happen, considering that they have so much layers that could potentially come out of this lineup. Or will he find a setup here?
That was already a resource burnt down. No Mystic Gush. They could actually try to take this fight, but yeah, Kaizen.
Oh, no perfect pair available. They use the Fatal Links instead, but they counter attack with the Guiding Wind and the Circling Eagle. Dixon is gonna be okay. Can 33 find him? No, gonna be blocked by Martisi right there.
And again, it's just clean from KOG. They get a kill. They just technically use 2 battle spells there, a Retry and a Purify out, and this should be their first neutral objective. They've gone 4,000 gold over VSG. They've gone turrets all without the neutral objective, and now with the turtle buff, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier for them to force out fights.
the cleanest I've seen so far today, honestly. It's only been 7 minutes in.
Very good.
I'm not sure if we're hitting the 15-minute above a mark if things stay this way for VSG.
Yeah.
Because majority of their scaling too is just gonna come from Carvey.
They'll have Dixon as well, so technically clear should be good. The thing is, Siege is pretty solid for KOG as well, as they can actually just look to zone. It's in the base turrets that we're going to have to think about later on, right? Because that's where KOG's Siege will actually start falling off. Outside of it, the Baksha, the Mathilda should be able to zone them past these outer turrets. So right now, for VSG, it's all about turtling in their base. They're going to... Okay, they're going to have to take it from KZen.
Wow, it's Dixon who they actually find first. Nile picks up the kill. Mystic Gush committed as well, but that's just all to take this turret up top. Well, the only trade VSG could find is this tier 1 turret down bottom. That's the only thing they're able to take away from KOG at this point, who are already leading by 6k. Mark TZ dashes away from that. Payan still has the Purify, but there goes the Holy Shield. Oh my goodness.
Dang, that's the only thing they could do on Suyo. You usually see it in the jungle, just go into the side lanes, clearing it up, going for trades, but... yeah, getting a Holy Shield before the Lord even spawns in the game is a massive advantage. I don't know how much of an advantage it will be. It depends on where the Lord spawns, the second one later, right? But if they get far late over this first Lord, it'll be crazy. Equipment check real quick. It is the photo for Nile. He's really been able to do such a good job healing. KZen hasn't died a single time thanks to the healing, and the Holy Crystals built up for Payan. That's the massive power spike we're waiting for.
Yeah.
It actually skips the Feather of Heaven. Straight into Burst he goes. And for VSG, we're still looking at that Swift Trinity for Carvey before they can actually do anything.
Okay, KZen finds another target. Honestly, the way KZen has been playing this backshot just really keeps you on your toes. You're not really sure if he's going to bump into you or not. Majority of the times, he's just doing it last minute when you already think that they're actually going to disengage or not commit. Now, they might just see Lord JM far away. They're not going to do anything. This is a free Lord over to KOG. VSG.
How fast can you recall, though?
This is...
Wait, they're chasing. They're chasing. No, okay.
Okay,
Should
they won't catch up.
Good decision by JM. It's a tier 2 in the bottom lane. They know they can't fight. There's no way they can fight right now. Radiant Armor for Martizi, that should help a bit, but right now I think KOG have scaled past the Radiant Armor. They're going to have to wait for Carvey and Dixon to start doing damage. And they're going to have to hope for JM and Martizi to just hold their own up front. That's the thing about the Suyo. You don't do that. You're not someone that can actually tank up all this magic damage.
Yeah. Now the only one assigned to block would be Boro and Martizi. That's a flicker burn for JM too. How often do you see the flicker Suyo? But it's here. And he no longer has it before this Lord Siege. Imagine that. Payan also burning the Zaman Force, and he's able to drop Martizi's HP down to half.
A good rotation by JM. He clears it out in the mid lane. Circling Eagle.
Okay, now he might not have a way out of this. KZen is gonna run! But JM still survives. It's Boro instead who gets taken down.
And look at the Lord. It's up top. The Holy Shield has already been dealt with. Can they defend?
Payan has the Zaman Force once again, but they're saving it for when they actually make it into the base. There you go. Zaman Force already committed. Martizi couldn't hold the damage. Real World coming in from Dixon. It actually pushes them out of the base, and it keeps them alive for now.
Good news for VSG is that KOG did not get the far lane, but still, it's still bad. It's still really, really bad. The base turret fell with Lord 1, and VSG just seemed to have no response to it. Even with the Harith walking up, Carvey just has so many people to target that he cannot get just a single shot onto these tanky boys. KZen constantly moving back and forth.
Yeah.
And now even the mid lane, Payan looking to siege it down.
They're going to force at least another base turret. Do VSG have enough resources to actually go for a setup? I think not. They really just have to play it safe for now. This is an almost 8k gold lead we're talking about. They barely or have 0 kills yet on the board.
Massive goal difference. You can already see it here right in front of you. Even the level difference is quite massive, man. 2-level lead on Nile against Boro. Boro is a squishy Atlas, and those two words, you don't want to hear them together, bro.
He got the Radiant item first, but not even that is able to deal with Nile and Zed and their early capabilities. Dash already used by Martizi, but they might just be okay. They see Boro, and they're going to play it safe 20 seconds before the next objective. I think... yeah, I agree. Like, so much of this has been because of how Nile and Zed managed the early game. A lot of damage! JM! Did not expect that! KOG just waited for the perfect opportunity, and now they take out one right before the objective.
Now what's the call? That was pretty Kumar. My go, JM! Just walked up. That was so naive of him, dude. And this is a free lord. I think it would have been a free lord anyways, but VSG could have had some more of a say with the Suyo still up right now to clear out some of the waves, to stagger some of those waves. But now KOG, they can just walk up straight at the Boro.
And they do that literally just now against Boro. 1 HP left! And he's gonna survive. Okay, so that's why you see, who do you really assign? If you're VSG, who do you assign to walk up to those? Just like that. Or maybe you just don't.
No, you don't? Okay.
Oh,
That's the fatal links already coming in.
Whoa!
But it's gonna be a pick-off on Zed. JM actually finds one, but then the response from KOG. They take out Boro too. Dixon looking to be next, but at least they walk to safety. But these are 2 waves coming in the base. JM only gets to cut the one in mid, but that's still enough to force a reaction out of VSG.
Pretty solid, but the whole team wants to commit onto the base with the Lord.
Now they're back. The Lord is still up, but VSG are also here to defend. They're holding on to their last base turret, and they successfully keep it for themselves.
They finally find an angle to take Zed out, and it was through Boro. Disregarding the front line, going straight for Zed and bringing him into the real world manipulation. Item check, JM. He's gone for full damage. This is his greedy build, but that was what allowed him to go for the kill on Zed. He jumped in, popped in skill 2, got the kill, and then he bounced with the Queller. So now, has VSG scaled enough? Carvey has a Swift Trinity. He's building towards the Melfic gun. Once he gets that, that'll be some trouble for KOG to deal with right now, because the Baksha won't be able to just handle straight up the pure damage coming in from the carry when he ults. So KOG are going to have to play it smart. They're going to have to try to bait out the ultimates from VSG, bait out these cycles, the RWM, and the spinning light wheels. Once that's down, then they can try to walk up. But VSG, they've survived for enough time to actually scale up.
Yeah, I feel like it's something VSG might find a way around though. Okay, Carvey though, not with Carvey going down. Carvey survives. Thankfully, VSG still has some hope, but Mark TZ and Boro will not.
JM?
And that is not looking good for them. There are 2 minions approaching the base. JM will still be okay, but these are 5 members of KOG trying to potentially put an end to this game.
Waves coming down. Pioneer gonna walk up. Simon Force plays down JM.
Oh, Dixon, what are you going to do? It's only JM and Carvey left, and KOG end this game in 15 minutes.